Hey comrades, I want to wish you guys a Merry Christmas. I'm pretty sure I'm a little bit late to this special occasion, but still, we're here. It is December and it's days where it should be snowing, but sadly, as I'm hearing right now outside, it is actually raining. So that's kind of sad. I mean, Christmas is that day that you want to have like just a big ass snow going on, but it's not. So thanks to everyone that's been involved in this theme, to make it happen as soon as possible. Thank you so much. Here we go, Rotom-Wash. I'm expecting him to switch out with Volt Switch to his Arcana, so we're gonna shatter the ground, show him who's boss. And this little puppy is, well, actually it's not really little, it's a pretty huge ass puppy. Like, think how much that thing consumes when it comes down to food. People wanted to own that, but that's a big responsibility. Like, don't get food if he one day just kind of tears through your furniture and just eats everything, including your wife. Then you got yourself a problem. With big things come big responsibilities, and Arcanine is sorely a big puppy. Anyways, we're gonna switch out to this again. The reason I switch out to this is because Arcanine, fire in general, this thing can take it, the best when comparing to everything else I got. And that's including the Klefki. Even after being defensive, I would have not taken it that well, and I want to kind of preserve it for a little bit later on. So Mobile is going to come in. It's going to go for direct Mega Evolution, an absolute threat. And we could say this in safety, that Mega Mobile in most situations is a threat in some way. It really is. Anyways, I decided to stay in because I want to damage it as much as I possibly can. I have no reason to really switch out anymore. If he does set up even further, I still have this Klefki to put up the Reflect, as well as maybe even allow him to go for the Sword Dance again, which is a huge threat. He magically manages to take me down this next turn. He can just destroy my team. Most of the things are offensive outside of my Sash Mamoswine, which can still kind of stop him in his tracks. So that's pretty great. I'm gonna go for the foul play right now. I do manage to take him down, get a second crit. I believe both of them didn't really matter because of how crits work in this generation, and just because +4. Pretty sure foul play would have still been a solid 2-shot no matter what. It's not like he was running lefties or anything of that support nature. So here we go. His Gliscor is gonna come in. That's fine. I can still switch out to my Mega, and afterwards I can still threaten him out. So he still decides, what, I want to scout what he's going to do. I'm going to go for a Wood Hammer, expecting him to switch out to his Rotom-Wash, but he didn't. He did make the right move, and this turn he's going to make an excellent move. Do need to give him credits for this particular move. He does decide to go to his Rotom, expecting me to not go for the Wood Hammer. This is one of those tactical moves that are going to happen, but you just aren't sure. It's one of those really situational things that people protect just to force you into going for something else, yet they do something that you have actually predicted on the previous turn when they did protect. So it's one of those tactical moves, and it worked out. Anyways, I was expecting the Will-O-Wisp, so I switch out to my Rotom Frost, and ladies and gentlemen, Beast is in the house. He's gonna open the doors and release the freeze. Blizzard is not gonna, it did miss on the second turn, but hey, we at least hit one, so can't complain. Assault Vest Rotom is gonna be taken down, but it still did some damage. At the amount of HP, I'm pretty sure I would have actually took it out in 2 shots, so that's pretty impressive. I mean, Gudra is an absolute special defensive tank, like no other, and that's good impressive damage coming down from Assault Vest, and not really choice specs. So I switch out this again. Just want to protect to get some more hell damage, as well as just threaten it with Ice Shard. He did see the Ice Shard coming in, but I did protect on the switch. Afterwards, I'm pretty sure he cannot touch me. Maybe Will-O-Wisp, but he didn't see, he didn't do it. So I just decided, what, we're gonna go for the Wood Hammer. Maybe he's gonna expect me to switch out, and he did go for the T-Bolt, surprisingly. But afterwards, coming in with his Alakazam, I just want to get some damage onto him, break his potential Focus Sash. If he's running his ability, pretty much giving him full guard towards my weather, and I just want to be sure that I aren't running into that sort of threat any day soon. So Klefki afterwards coming in, he does decide to switch out to his pretty much something that totally walls Klefki in this situation. He doesn't have Sword Dance, so I cannot really stop him with foul play, and he still has that super effective Earthquake backing him up. So I do have the Reflect. I know Glaceon has incredible defense, and it really does. I mean, typing is very poor in having lots of common weaknesses to the things like rock and fighting and fire, but it's got quite incredible defensive capabilities. Sadly, it doesn't have the HP of things such as Umbreon and Vaporeon, but it's still pretty good on its own, especially with screen supports. It can kind of compare to those when it's under it. But for now, Frost Breath, which normally always crits, so it was really not a surprise factor right there. It crits most of the time if it's not faced by a Pokemon that's got the ability that kind of destroys the crit chances. But in this case, we did switch out to Klefki to pretty much be at that far, and afterwards switch out to Mamoswine to go for that second Ice Shard priority we got going on this team, and managed to take him out. Now I just switch out to my Glaceon because I want to be sure that I can just one-shot it. I would have probably two-shot Ice Shard, but maybe he's gonna protect, who knows. Just gonna break it down, and that's gonna be the game. Now, looking at his team, I could say that his team is very balanced. The problem is that his main two tankish Pokemon are both weak to ice, and as you can see, my team is heavily dedicated towards ice. So once you break its main defensive tanks, it's much easier to handle. And Alakazam and the likes are kind of weak on their defensive side, making priority ice just a must in that certain situations. Great game, EP. I enjoyed this one, and if you did enjoy, be sure to like this video. Thank you very much, guys, for your continued support. Keep it up, keep it strong, and until next time, take care. Peace.